All right, number 24. The author uses the term lonely trail to show the reader. So this is one of those author style, the words the author used. What are they showing us? Okay, so we're looking at the words lonely trail. I want to look back just, you could easily, on a test day, I would just reread this whole thing because it's so short. It is, we rode in wagons, and it was about them traveling across the Great Plains during westward expansion. If you skim, here's Lonely Trail. We wanted to preserve the memory of our wagons, of how our wagons crossed that lonely trail. Most of the information about the lonely trail is actually up here in the first stanza. Okay, but why did the author use those words, lonely trail? What were they trying, what was she, Judy Rosenbaum, trying to tell us? A, settlers did not see many other people along their journey. Well, I think that works, okay? It says no others passed us by up here. Did not see many other people. That would be kind of lonely. The trail is their journey. So I'm thinking A looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a dash. B, settlers had no neighbors in their new settlement. Well, when they're talking about the lonely trail, they're talking about while they're traveling. They're not talking about when they stopped and settled at the new settlement. So B is incorrect. C, the trail led the settlers through one mountain and valley. Well, actually it says no mountains right there in stanza 1. So you could even say stanza 1 is your proof. No mountains. Okay. D, there was only one trail to travel across the vast plains. Well, out of context, that might actually kind of work because it's one trail. That could be a lonely trail, okay? But this is acting like there was only one trail to travel across the vast plains. That is not true. We're learning in history class about westward expansion. We know about several trails that they used to travel when they were expanding. Think about it. If you go hiking, there's not just one trail to choose from in all of the mountains, okay? There were lots of trails in these plains. So D is incorrect. So the correct answer is A. They're talking about the lonely trail to show us that, empty miles, no others pass us by. There were not many other people on the trail along their journey. All right, so if you need to pause this to look at your correction sheet and fill it in. Most of you, I'm thinking, probably put D. So I'm going to put that in. If you put B or C, you need to tell me your reasoning for B or C. So that was number 24. STEM was author uses the term lonely trail to show the reader. But what you chose, like I said, if you put B, you need to tell me the reasoning behind B. I'm going to put D because most people chose that because I thought one trail equals lonely trail. What's wrong with it? There were many trails across the Great Plains. All right, the correct answer is A, because did not see many other people equals lonely, and journey equals trail. Strategy or tip is just to highlight, look back, skim, and get rid of incorrect answers. And like I said, kind of look at those. When you highlight, you're looking at the keywords and seeing how it matches up. Ask yourself, why did the author use those words? What was she showing us? All right, that's it for number 24.